Mrs. Wolliver, and today is Mrs. Wolliver Day. Are you ready for a story? Okay. My story today is called I'm Scared, and it was written and illustrated by Mrs. Wolliver. This is Randall the robot. He lives with his mom and his dad. He also shares a room with his little brother. He doesn't enjoy that very much. His little brother bugs him sometimes. One day, a bad storm blew into town. It rained all night. The wind blew so hard that a few trees fell down outside of Randall's window. Randall and his little brother had to spend the whole day playing together. All day they listened to the rain and the wind. At times, it even scared them. After dinner, they sat down to watch a movie on TV. Suddenly, there was a loud crash, and all the lights went out. Randall and his little brother sat quietly on the couch. The wind was howling, and the thunder was crashing. Randall's little brother took a hold of Randall's hand. He was shaking. I'm scared, he whispered. Randall was scared too, but he didn't say anything to him. He just held his hand and told him that everything was going to be okay. Right after Randall said that to his little brother, the lights came back on. Oh, Randall, said his little brother, you were right. Now I'm not scared anymore. I'm glad that you're my big brother. Wow, that made Randall feel good. Even though his little brother bugged him sometimes, Randall sure felt good that he needed him. So Randall gave his little brother a big hug. They shared a bag of popcorn together and watched the rest of their movie. How nice is that? Are you a big brother? Do you have a little brother or little sister? Well, it means a lot to them to be their big brother or big sister, okay? You want to be nice to them. You want to support them. You don't want to be mean, because then they'll always remember that if you're mean to them, okay? So next we're going to draw. Are you ready to draw? So am I. Today, we're going to draw in the apple direction, the apple direction, the apple direction. We'll put our paper in the apple direction, and we'll be ready to draw with you. With who? With you. Hopefully you're singing that nice and loud so everybody hears. That's awesome. Okay, I'm really excited to draw this picture today because as I'm drawing it today, on Sunday that's coming up in my week, NFL football season starts. And I love to watch the NFL, okay? So I'm really excited because Randall's brother, his little brother, that he was so kind to, that little brother loves the Dallas Cowboys. Like I do, okay, and my son does, Chase. We love the Dallas Cowboys, no matter what, win or lose. So anyway, we're going to draw Randall and his little brother today, all right? So this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with Randall, his body. Now, Randall's body starts with a rectangle. There we go. And inside, now remember, if that's too big, if it's not big enough, if it's too tiny, flip it over, flip the page over. I'll wait. You get the right shape that you need, okay? But if you're happy with your shape, go for it. Go for it. Okay. And then inside the shape, we want to make the shape again really close to the other shape, because we want to have enough room inside to draw the shapes that we need to make Randall. All right? Okay. Now the first shape we need a circle right in the middle up here on top. And then you're going to come all the way down and you're going to draw another circle right in the middle there. All right? And then between here and here, we want a long, thin rectangle. That is his heartbeat. That's going to be red because that lights up, showing that his battery's working good. His heart's beating and he's got battery. Okay? Now, on this side, he's just got a bunch of shapes. They don't really mean anything. We're going to put a triangle up here, and all the way down, you're going to put a triangle right there. All right? Now, we're going to put some shapes inside that's going to kind of test your agility and your, your fine motor skills, if you will. All right? We're going to put a long, thin rectangle on its side going this way. Okay? The next shape we're going to do is we're going to put a long, thin rectangle going that way. Okay, and this is like a pattern. It's going to be an A-B pattern. So now we need A. We're going to make the long, thin rectangle over here that way. And then we're going to make a long, thin rectangle this way. Now, if you still have room to fill it up, you can keep going. Maybe after, we're all done, you can fill that area in if you like, okay? But now, on this side, these buttons or rectangles mean something, okay? There's 7 of them. 7, only 7. You're going to start up here. You're going to make 1. Well, you're going to count in your head. Count in your head. 7. Right under each other. Phew, 7. Okay? Now, what if you don't have room for 7? Well, you can make one of them into 2 by putting a line in the middle. Okay, maybe you have more room. Maybe you put 8 by accident. That's okay. Don't worry. Okay? I'm going to tell you about these 7 buttons, okay? The first button, you're going to put an M on that button. M. M. Then you're going to put a T in the next button. A T. Capital T. Then you're going to put a capital W. Then you're going to put a capital T and a lowercase h for f, makes the f sound. Then you're going to, on the next button, you're going to put a capital F. Then on the last 2 buttons, you're going to put an S on each one. Now, some of you might go, I know what that means. I totally know it. I got it. That's great. That's awesome. Tell your teacher or your mom or whoever's with you. Some of you might go, no clue. What does that mean? Okay, I'm going to tell you. Stands for Monday. I bet you'll get the rest. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When he gets up in the morning on Monday, he's going to push his button and know, hey, it's Monday. I got to go to school. I got math to do. I have PE that day. Okay? He knows what to do. Tuesday, I got to take the trash out when I get up. I got to make my lunch. I got to do all these things in school. Wouldn't that be awesome to have a button like that? How about you, teachers? I know I would love a button like that. Then I wouldn't forget to do what I was supposed to do that day. Okay. All right. So there's his buttons. Let's make his head. Let's put his head on. You're going to go like this. Now, I created Randall a very long time ago. Probably 25 years ago. So he's, you could probably do a better robot than me. Okay. You're going to go up like this with his antennas. One up like that, one up like this, okay? And then you're going to put some kinky wire in the middle of it like this, all right? And then you're going to go in again and do the same thing. Just make those so there's like two. Mine just looks like a black blob now, but there's two wires that are crisscrossing together up there to show that he's thinking. Okay, his brain's working. All right? Okay, let's make his eyes. Now, we're just going to, these are just lights. So we're just going to put the pupils inside like this. We're not going to do the whites of his eyes. They're just light bulbs. He's got a round circle for a nose, which is also a light. And then he's got a long, thin rectangle for a mouth. Back in the day, we used to use discs or diskettes or CDs or DVDs, round DVDs. You could put that right in his mouth. If he needed to read a book, he just put the book right in his mouth on a DVD and he reads it. Wouldn't that be awesome? Oh boy. Okay, now we're going to make his arms. Let's go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bumps. Now we've made this shape before when we were putting Theodore on the shelf up in the room, connecting the shelf to the wall. Okay, but we're doing 4. Then we're coming back up, but we're not touching him. Okay, we're just going like that. We're not putting circles in the middle for a chain. We're not doing that. It's not a chain. It's his arm. And then his robot hand is 1 thumb with 3 fingers. There's 1 robot hand. Okay? Now this robot hand is going to be in the air because he's throwing a football to his little brother. Okay, over here. So now we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we want the thumb here because he's, okay, and 1, 2, 3 robot fingers. All right, let's make his little skateboard thing down here. That's not a real skateboard, but it's where his wheels are, okay, where he goes. He's able to motor on those. You're going to come out on both sides with a horizontal line, 2 vertical lines down, and then a horizontal line that connects that. There you go. Then you're going to put 2 wheels, 1 wheel here, 1 wheel here, and wheel and a wheel. There you go. Now if you wanted to make it look like 4 wheels, not just 2, we could come like this and kind of go like that, right? So it looks like there's a wheel behind it, right? 2 wheels. And now we're going to make his little brother, Roger. All right. Now Roger starts with a circle. He's shorter. Roger is a circle for a body, his face is inside, everything. Okay? We're going to make his eyes looking up at his brother, or looking up at the football's going to be up here when we put it. So we want his eyes with his pupils kind of looking up. Hopefully our Cowboy receivers are going to be looking up this season. Okay. He has a circle for a nose, and it's kind of a silly little smile. There you go. All right. Okay. We want to make his, well, let's make his little platform he sits on. Okay. Comes out around like this. I don't know how he balances in the middle, but he does. And we want to go like this again. Like that. Okay. And then he has the wheels as well. And we can give him wheels just like Randall if we want. Okay, with the wheel, one wheel behind here, one wheel behind there, just so it looks like there's more than one wheel. Okay, we have to put his cowbots, the cowbots hat, because he's a robot, so he follows the cowbots. I thought that was cute. Chase, my son Chase actually came up with that. Okay, so we want to put a hat on him like this. Okay, it's going to say cowbots. Oh, I didn't make it big enough. Let's put right on the front COWBOTS, cowbots. And if we want to put a star, we can put a star here, if you know how, a star, because the cowbots are the star, Texas Lone Star State. And we want to put a hat on him, or a brim, like that. Kind of a silly looking hat. Oh, so wet. So wet. All right, and then we want to put his arms coming from here. Okay, we're going to come up here like this, like that, and he has 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to be reaching up for the ball. Okay, and then he's coming out from here, there, here, with 4 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's up. I hope our receivers have their hands up this season. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just so excited. Okay. Let's make the football. Okay. Let's make the football up here. We're going to make a football like this. Just try your best. And like this. Okay. Then you want to make kind of a line through it right there, and the stitching. Okay. Stitching comes through like that. And it's moving, isn't it? We need some motion marks from the corners, so we know that ball's coming to him. Okay. I don't know if he's going to catch it. I don't know. Okay. Now, we need our horizon line in the picture. So right from, let's say right from here, under his arm, draw your carpet. Follow it behind Roger, into Randall, behind Randall, to the other side of your paper. If his hand's in the way or his arm's in the way, you got to go behind it, stop, and then continue. Don't draw your line straight through his arm, his hand. Let's put an electric plug on the wall. Okay, our rectangle. 2 squares inside. Dot, dot, line, dot, dot, line. Okay. I hope you did good. I hope you had fun. That's the main thing. Now I want you to look down at your paper and say, wow, I did a great job. Now tell your neighbors or tell me, wow, you did a great job too. Are we having fun now? Yes, we're having fun now. Having a very nice day. Are we having fun now? Yes, we're having fun now. Having a nice Mrs. Wolliver day. Learning to draw the Mrs. Wolliver way. Now, let's see if we can figure this out, okay? This is the picture we drew, all right? So you see the great bright colors? When I do a wall, I usually do it like yellow, something light and bright. And then the carpet is not like black or dark blue. I mean, you want to choose colors that will really lighten things up and people will be able to see how awesome your picture was. Okay? So until next time, keep drawing.